What is happening? It is Kyle Mesh again. I'm on the indoor bike today. Shout out to Andrew Manley, my brother-in-law. He gave me this bike for free. He wasn't using it anymore. I think he was upgrading. I've used the crap out of it. It has helped. As it's getting chillier out, sometimes you just gotta resort to what you got. So out here biking and I am pushing my limits. I'm trying to go as quick of a pace as I can, as well as going the longest distance that I've ever went. So the goal is 60 miles today. Farthest I've ever went was 56 miles about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'm currently at 44 miles. 44 miles in. We're at about a 3:20 pace per mile, which for me, considering that's pretty dang good. My average bike ride, I'm doing 3:40s, so I've pushed the pace quite a bit. The legs are burning. This is why I wanted to show you that this is where you got pushed through. This is where you find out who you are, what you're truly made of, and a lot of times you're doing it alone. Like everyone says, there's no one out here cheering for me. I'm in a room all alone. But I have been watching some football, of course. Gotta keep watching my football, gotta keep the mind entertained. Because I've been going now for 2 hours and 29 minutes. So yeah, for me, biking 60, still, it's not harder than running a marathon, yet they're gonna take about the same amount of time. But running a marathon, running, still harder. I'm sorry. Maybe once because in an Ironman, the equivalent of the marathon is then the 112 mile bike. So I guess 112 mile bike might seem a little harder than a marathon. Maybe not, I'm not sure. But we're gonna keep working to get there. I'm not sure if I will be able to run an Ironman this year. I asked ChatGPT a good 10-month plan for training for an Ironman, and wow, a little above where I'm at, I guess. I don't want to injure myself and push it too hard. When you got a really, really big and courageous goal, you got to know that it's going to take a lot of time. You can't rush it. When you rush it, then you're not going to get the outcome that you expected. So sure, maybe I will run an Ironman. I could probably run an Ironman 10 months, but then after that Ironman, I probably won't walk for 2 weeks. So I'd rather be able to come down that finish line at the end of the marathon of the Ironman and actually celebrate and actually pump it up, you know, get that energy up. I don't want to be dying across the finish line. That's no fun. But anyway, yeah, I'm creating the video on the bike today just because yeah, after this, the leg's probably gonna feel pretty sore. I don't know if I want to carry those boards down the stairs to play some cornhole today. We'll see. It's only 1 o'clock now, so I might still have time, but we also got football on and still gotta go grocery shopping. But anyway, you gotta keep pushing where you were at the day before, the week before, the month before, or even the year before. I kept a log, actually handwritten log of every run, how I felt during it, and the pace I was going at last year. And it's honestly really helpful. At the time, I just wanted to see how I was progressing through my training program for the marathon, which I created on my own anyway, but now, looking back, I can see where I was 1 year ago, and I can say, wow, I am leaps and bounds ahead of where I was. Like last year, at this time, a full day of a workout for me was just running like 6 miles. If I ran 6 miles, that was a good day. And now I wouldn't weightlift, I wouldn't bike, I wouldn't do a 2 a day, it was just that one run, and then I was done. But now, I mean, I'm biking 4, biking 10, running 4 in the morning before I go to work. And I'm still getting home from work, weightlifting, and then doing either another run, small bike. But just saying, I am leaps and bounds of where I was last year, and I'm glad I started that process before the new year, because if you're waiting for that New Year's resolution, I don't think it's gonna cut it. Why not just start now? Give yourself a 2.5 month lead on that New Year's resolution. Create it now. Start your very next free day that you have 1, 2 hours. I mean, everyone's got an hour somewhere, somehow, even if it is less sleep. But it's all about priorities and time management. Anyway, but yeah, if I do bike 60 miles today, then it'll be my 5th bike of the week, 5 out of 7 of the days, and of those 5 days, I'll have averaged a marathon a day. Exactly. 131 miles on the bike. Best I've ever done. And then I ran for the last 6 days in a row, which for me is pretty good. Normally I only run 4 or 5 times a week, or I try. And in the last 6 days though, I did end up running 24 miles, so I averaged 4 miles a day. I'd also say that's pretty good. I'm averaging, or of the runs, I'm averaging 4 miles a day. We'll see if I'm gonna run today. I doubt it, but anyway, it's been good catching up. I'm glad I got to create another video on the bike, getting it in. We are dedicating our hearts to what we want to accomplish, dedicating our minds. All of this right now, it's just mental for me. My legs are burning, but can't stop up here, and I've only taken 2 breaks, which is an improvement from my last 56 miler where I took 4 breaks. So I took a break at 20, and I took a break at 44. You know, we're gonna try and finish this out with no more breaks, but anyway, good chatting, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm not gonna get my new fire making tools probably for another week, so probably going back to that old equipment, seeing if I can still get a spark. Last time I was getting tons of sparks, so we're just gonna keep at it. Let's go, dedicate your heart.